What if I told you the life you've been living isn't the one you were meant to live? That who you think you are is only a reflection, shaped by noise, pressure, and survival. You've been taught to perform, to achieve, to conform, but not to remember. Beneath every title, every expectation, every mask, there's something deeper, a version of you untouched by the world, unchanged by the noise, unmoved by fear. Most people never meet that version. They spend their lives chasing approval, when what they're really looking for is themselves. You felt it, that quiet pull in the still moments, the question you can't quite put into words. This isn't about becoming something new. It's about waking up to what's always been there. The question is, are you ready to remember? From the moment we enter this world, the world enters us. It starts with a name, then a label, then a story you didn't write. You're told who to be, how to act, what to value, what success looks like. It all gets so loud, so fast, that you forget there was ever a quiet voice inside you, a voice that knew who you were before anyone else had a say. So you adapt, you shapeshift. You become the version of you that fits the mold. You do what you're supposed to do. Success becomes performance. Confidence becomes costume. Purpose becomes productivity. But what happens when the role you're playing becomes the cage you live in? One day, something cracks. Maybe it's burnout, a loss, a failure, a quiet moment you can't explain. It feels like breaking, but it's really the truth breaking through. That's not the end. That's the invitation to come home, to channel your inner child when you were curious about big ideas and questioned everything. Your source identity isn't about who you've become, it's who you've always been, before the wounds, before the expectations, before the filters, the resumes, the trauma. It's the part of you that never needed permission to be worthy, the one that knew joy before chasing it. The one that was creative without strategy, connected without comparison, whole without needing to be fixed. Somewhere along the way, we forget, not all at once, slowly, subtly. Every time we hide our truth to belong, every time we ignore our intuition to meet a deadline, every time we trade meaning for metrics, we forget. We forget who we were before we learned to survive. But here's the truth. You don't have to build your true self. You have to remember it. Remember the version of you that danced in the living room. The one that asked why more than how much. The one that didn't shrink for anyone. Your source identity isn't a destination. It's a return. A quiet remembering that you were always enough, not questioning if you were enough for them. To live from source means to create from alignment, not approval. To speak from truth, not trend. To move with purpose, not pressure. It doesn't mean you stop evolving, it means you stop abandoning yourself to do it. The world doesn't need more curated personas, it needs more people who've remembered themselves. If we accept that identity is shaped by the environment, what happens when the environment is artificial? A school system designed for obedience, a media machine designed for distraction, an algorithm that rewards performance over presence. What if the self you know is just the version most compatible with the system? Every input, your feed, your family, your fears, becomes a form of conditioning. So if you were never given the chance to be yourself, then how would you begin to find your way out? You start by asking dangerous questions. Who taught you what love should look like? Who told you what success is? At what point did you stop trusting your instincts? These are not small questions. These are breadcrumbs, the ones the system didn't hide well enough. Your job isn't to become something new. It's to recover the memory of who you were before you forgot. You want proof? You already have it. The ache you feel, the pull towards something more, the quiet discomfort with the roles you play. That's not anxiety. It's your source calling you back. Every moment you feel out of place in this world, that's not failure. That's alignment trying to correct you. So how do you escape the simulation? Not with rebellion, with remembrance. Trace the glitches, follow the stillness, reconnect the fragments. You won't find your source by becoming louder. You'll find it when the noise stops sounding like you. Your source identity isn't just who you are. It's a key to something bigger. Because if your identity was designed, what else was? If the story you've been living was scripted by your environment, then who or what wrote the script? What if remembering who you are is only the first step? What if this world is layered? What if the surface is a veil? And what lies beyond is the truth they never wanted you to run toward? You are not lost, just layered, and underneath every layer is a truth that's been waiting for you to remember. Strip away the noise, silence the algorithm, pause the performance. There you are, whole, enough, you. If you're into this kind of content, go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe, and let the algorithm know your source identity is waking up. And here's your comment mission, and make it fun. Describe your true self without using your job, your title, or your Instagram bio. Think weird, think wild, think you before the world got involved. We'll be reading through them, and don't worry, no wrong answers.